Cheers, guys. So, happy Thursday night. Welcome to the live at the Green Frog Saloon. This video, or this week's video, didn't exactly work out. I did my best to try to get it edited and get it out, but it just didn't work out. So I figured I'd go live and spend a little time out here at the Green Frog, make a couple drinks. Now, if you see my little mug here, my wife made me, says whiskey on it, but tonight we're drinking some Captain Morgan Black. I got some good plans for the channel coming up here. It's we're just getting into camping season and starting to cool off, thank the Lord. And I see you, babe. We're just getting into camping season, like I said, and it's starting to cool off. And we got some really neat videos coming up. I think this weekend we're actually going out to a new location to camp and try it out called Lake Eaton. And it's a little over an hour or so from here, but we're going to try some new things out and see what works, what doesn't work maybe. But this week's video that I shot, and it'll be coming out soon. This week's video was on these so-called survival saws. And so we did a little video on those, and worked out pretty neat. But something that I tried out along with that was this SOS gear. It's a little hand chainsaw. Now, I'm not a big fan of these kind of things, but let me tell you what, you'll see in the video coming up. This little thing, that little thing cuts. It's a little bit more work than you would normally, have with just a regular folding handsaw or something. But that thing really works. So look out for that video coming up. Another thing that we're going to try out this coming camping trip, I picked up today for $1, and I just thought it would be fun to try. We're going to try this Instafire. It says right there on it is military grade. Military grade. So we're going to try that out, and who knows? See how that thing works out. Some of you might want to try that in the future. I had some people, ask me some questions and stuff like that, and like how I go about picking camping locations and things like that. And it coming up into camping season, or what I consider camping season. Now, a lot of people camp in the summer. Not this guy. You've seen during the summer how many camping videos I put out. Not many. But how do you pick a camping location? Well, me and Sarah have some criteria that we look for when we camp together. Now, we like to find a location that is somewhat secluded, semi-secluded maybe, because we don't like to be right up on other people. But we also, being that we take the dogs with us most of the time, we don't hike in when it's both of us going. Now, if I go together, I don't mind, or if I go by myself, I don't mind hiking in a little ways and finding a place to camp. But so we like to find a place where we can park at camp, and if possible, has a bathroom on site there, running water. But that's not necessary, because we have, things set up to where we can actually take care of that, in camp. But we like to make sure, like I said, that it's going to be somewhere that we can be semi-secluded. We have a pretty good setup on all our stuff. But something you have to think about is before you take off, and this is something that we ran into on the last camp. Before you take off, you need to make sure that the sights are open. Don't just fly by the seat of your pants. That's this guy. I fly by the seat of my pants all the time. And last weekend, that kind of or the last camping trip, that kind of got us in trouble. Because our first location we got to, locked gates, place was closed. So we had a backup, obviously, but that's something that you want to make sure too. Make sure that the fees. Make sure you have cash on you when you go to the campsite, because most of them are going to require cash unless it's like a RV camping or a campground. But most of the little camp places we go to, they require, or it's a cash drop box. So we like to find somewhere that's got some water close, like when I say water, like creek, pond, things like that. And it's just for if we had to filter water, we could do it, but it's for the aesthetic most of the time too. We like to find the place that's got nice views or something like that. Amenities, we're not big on amenities. We like to go camping and kind of stay to ourselves, but we do like to find a place that if we can fish, that's a nice thing. Or if we can go out there and go on a little hike or something like that, we really like to try to go on a little hike and stuff too. So just those are kind of the things that we look for. But you need to make sure you have set criteria when you are looking for a camp. Know what you're looking for. Do you need bathrooms for certain? That needs to be on there. Check that off your list. Power, electricity. We could care less if the site has electricity. That's not something that's a big thing, to us. Matter of fact, most of the sites we go to don't have electricity for a reason, because we don't really want to be somewhere that other people are going to be plugged in. So, but just you need to make sure that you have your criteria set, that these are the things that the site has to have, and just make sure you're prepared when you go. But that's as far as picking a campsite, picking locations, that's kind of how we do it. There's a lot of different things that you can look for. If you have kids, you may want somewhere with some amenities, somewhere that you can, find something to do to keep the kids happy. I look for somewhere that's got a couple of trees I can hang up my hammock. That's really the criteria I'm looking for. Want to talk to you guys about something too. I'm noticing on the videos when I go look at the analytics, like 82%, 83% of the people who are watching the video are subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the little subscribe button down there. If you like the videos, hit the subscribe button. That really helps us out, and it lets me know you guys are really, into what we're doing. And I appreciate you guys doing that. And hit the like button. Obviously, all those things kind of help. But I just wanted to sit out here this evening, let you know, I have tried to edit that video 3 times this week. And for whatever reason, my editing software is giving me a little trouble right now. And so it seems like every time I'll get the video almost edited, it'll shut down and I end up losing the video. I've tried to do the autosave thing, and even that didn't work. So I've got some bugs to work out in the editing software. But if you guys like the camping videos, the survival videos, the prepping videos, all that kind of stuff, let me know what you guys are into. And if you haven't already, go over to our Facebook page, man. We've got the Facebook Rewild Outdoors. I've got an Instagram. So go check out all those things too. I'd appreciate it. Running a little low here. Makes a little more. What are you guys drinking? It's a Thursday night, but it's my Friday night. So we are heading out in the morning. And I'm telling you what, I'm looking forward to it too. That's good. We got some cool new pieces of kit. Hey, Quentin. We got some cool new pieces of kit that we're going to be testing out coming up. As you saw before, or in the last video there, we tested out the, I can't remember the brand name now, the Walmart bug net for the hammock. And I want to do a little more testing before I do a review on that. And, it's Walmart. It's not the best. But I think it's going to be okay overall. I do have the hammock with the bug net on it, but that hammock itself, I got my phone doing something stupid here. That hammock itself, I can't hardly put a ridge line up on it. That hammock's just the way it's set up. You can't do a ridge line that makes the hammock more comfortable. Where my little hammock without the bug net on it, I can put a ridge line and make it where I can pretty much lay perfectly flat. So that makes a big difference to me. So we're gonna test that thing out. I may end up wanting to go to a better bug net setup, but I'm cheap. So if I can go with the Walmart brand, that's where I want to go. But I got a new little portable firebox grill. It's a flat lay firebox grill. We're gonna be testing that out this weekend. And Sarah got some things where we can try to do some car camping out of her car. She got little bug nets that go over the windows, so you can roll the windows down and close the door. Quentin said, I definitely can't go without my bug net. That's right. I mean, especially when it gets, real buggy. Now we're starting to get where it's cooling off a little bit. It won't be quite so bad, but during the really bad mosquito season, you can't do it without the bug net. Now, that's one thing I will say though about that. The Walmart bug net, it goes all the way around the hammock, where my hammock with the bug net, it just has bug net on the top side of it, so the mosquitoes can get you from the bottom side. So I'm looking forward to really trying that thing out and seeing how it does, because I think the way that's set up, I think I'll actually be even more comfortable in it. So we'll see how it goes. Is the music too loud in the background? I don't know if you guys can even hear that. I sitting out here enjoying my little green frog and having a couple of drinks, and I appreciate you guys coming to hang out. One day, maybe you guys will actually be able to come here and hang out with me and have a drink. But anyway, let's see. Quentin's gonna make a request. But anyway, we got this place set up to hang out in out here, and I hadn't done a live stream from out here yet because I didn't know if I was going to be able to have enough internet out here because our internet's so kind of screwy and slow here. And but my wife got it set up to where we got a booster, and now I've got plenty of internet. I don't know if you guys remember a while back I tried to do a live stream, and it was a cluster, just to say the least. And so with that, the way it's working now, it seems plumb simple to do. So hopefully it's going to work out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out this little fire starter thing here. Says there's enough here to light up to 5 fires. I don't know. I mean, I don't necessarily need something like this, but I'll tell you what, last camping trip when I kind of dropped the ball, something like this would have been nice to try. And so we're going to try it out this weekend. I've got some ideas on some cool videos I want to do coming up, so you guys will have to kind of keep an eye out for that. We like I said, we're getting into the camping season now, so I really want to get out and do some more bushcrafty type stuff. I want to build an on-site camping like bushcraft hut here on the back of the property, and I may do that. The idea is I want to take my bug out bag, which I'm in the process of putting together, but I want to take my bug out bag, and I actually want to go to the back of the property and set up a camp out of the bug out bag, kind of like I would do if I had the bug out. You know what I mean? Like if I had to go somewhere, if we had to split and I had to use my bug out bag to actually build a shelter and all that stuff out of, I want to build a camp back here where I can do that. I can test out my gear. I can test out my skills. And, for me, that would give me an idea on, the things that I'm pretty good on, and then the things that I need to work on. So I think that would be a neat idea to go back there and build me a little bug out hut back there, and it'll be fun. Make some neat videos. With everything going like they're going, and with the whole freaking pandemic and all that stuff, you just never know. So I think we're fixing to have a cameo. No, I thought the horse was fixing to poke her head in here. But anyway, with everything going like it's going, you just don't know what skills you might have to have. And let's see. Quentin said that sounds good. I think we all need to do that. Yeah, he's got a big family to take care of. So, I know a lot of people don't do the prepping thing. A lot of people don't do the survival type thing. And if you don't, I guess that's, you do whatever you do. But, I can't fathom the idea of not setting things up to where you have at least a backup in case of an emergency. You should have, a 72-hour bag at least set aside to where if you had to skip town because of a hurricane or something like that for a few days, you could grab it and bolt. I mean, it doesn't take that much gear to do that kind of stuff, and it just makes sense to do it. Sarah and I are pretty well set up as far as that goes. And, you know, I just, it worries me when I know other people don't have it set up like that. And I know you can't force other people to do stuff, but man, it's tough sometimes when you know they're not prepared for something like that. Especially when I've been like everything that I've been reading for the past 6 months has been EMP, survival, end of the world kind of stuff. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, man, a lot of this stuff could really happen. I know I'm a conspiracy theorist, but a lot of this stuff really could happen, you know, and you should really be prepared for some of it, man. I mean, they're talking about, I heard somebody saying that they may be doing some mass layoffs of the airlines. Well, I mean, that's the reason that we really got into the meat chickens. Here is when the pandemic really started to kick off, and they were talking about possible meat shortages. And we jumped on it. I mean, we got ahead of that. We got chicks before they ran out, and they ran out. I mean, they really ran out of chicks. You couldn't get them. And we used the let's see. Steve said, "What are we chatting about tonight? Prepping?" Well, Steve, this is my second mug of Captain Morgan Black here, so we're kind of rambling now. I don't even know if it's chatting anymore. But Stephen talked to me a few days ago on Facebook, and we're actually talking about putting together a little collab, and to maybe do some videos together. I think that'd be good. It'll be fun. I can't remember. He said he lives a little further down south. I can't remember, Steve, what you said now without pulling it up on my phone. But so we may do something kind of in between, find somewhere cool to camp down there. Quentin said, I see they found thousands of years old that, let's see, thousands of years all they need. Yeah. Literally, you can carry everything you need pretty much in a pouch. St. Pete, that's where Steve's from. All right, remind me real quick again, Steve, what your channel name is. And if you guys haven't gone over to Quentin's YouTube channel, go check him out. He does some cool videos. I know he's got some cool stuff coming up too. We talk about it. But yeah, really, there's a select few things you have to survive as far as like tangible things you can hold on to. The majority of everything you need is skill. You have to have the skill to do the stuff. That's really what it all comes down to, having skill. Steve actually is going to these survival classes, and I really want to do that too. I would like to go take actually some of these classes like he's taken. I think that would be a really cool thing. Because there's a lot of things I know how to do, and there's probably a lot of things I know how to do wrong. So we we just do the best we can out here. And, I do a lot of research before I try to teach you anything. And before I try to show you anything, that's another thing. I try to make some of my videos just be entertaining, so I don't always feel like I'm teaching you something. Like I don't want them to always be like instructional videos, like high school instructional videos or something. And I can't get away from it. I don't know why. But sometimes I just want to do entertainment. But It doesn't always work out. But you know, last week when we went camping, or the last week's video when we went camping, we did some just relaxing out there. It wasn't bushcrafty. It wasn't, you know, it was relaxing. And we hated to leave. We really hated to leave. We were enjoying the rain on the hammocks. But, you know, we looked at the weather and it was just going to get worse and worse and worse. And it wasn't going to make it. We weren't going to be able to cook dinner. And poor little Maddie, she's got this thing now where she is really scared of thunderstorms and things like that. And it just developed. I mean, she used to not be that way. But now she gets kind of scared when it's storming and stuff like that. And it looked like it was going to get worse. And I didn't want to put her through that. So we decided to pack it up and come home early. And that really wasn't bad. We still had a good time. And, you know, right as we left on the way home, we actually saw a bear, of course. I didn't get it on video. It seems like a lot of times, you know, it's so hard to catch wildlife on the videos because it seems like every time you turn the camera off, out will pop a deer or whatever it is, and you can't get it on video. And it's just so frustrating sometimes, but that's just how it goes. But anyway, I just wanted to sit out here for a few minutes and chat with you guys and let you know what we got coming up. We do have some, like I said, some cool videos coming up. Let's see. Woo, man, I'd like to go to Montana. Steve said that he had to bail out on 2 different winter camping trips, one in Montana and one in Illinois. Man, I would love to go. My wife actually lived in Montana for a while. Yep, there she goes. She said, yes, Montana. She actually lived in Montana for a while, and some of the pictures she has is incredible. She's got some pictures. Maybe I'll have to get her to let me borrow them and post them on those acorns. Post it on the Facebook page, our Facebook page. But she's got pictures out the window of her apartment that she lived in. Some of the biggest deer I've ever seen laying in the grass, sunning right outside her apartment window. It's crazy. I want to go so bad. But, you know, maybe we can do that one day in the future. I've got a nephew, Matthew, that actually lives in Alaska, and he's given me, you know, the go-ahead. He's like, come on, we'll feed you. We'll, you know, house you. Come up here, hang out, make some videos up here. I want to go so bad, but it takes money, man, and it takes time off. That's the thing. You know, me being a farrier, I'm a one-man show. So if I ain't working, ain't nobody working. And so it's kind of tough to just take off and spend some time like that. So, but man, I would love to take off and go to Alaska or Montana or something like that for a few days. And or I guess I couldn't go for a few days. I'd have to go for a week, a little over a week or something at least to make it worth it. But man, I would love to go. It just, takes money and time. So can you guys see the mosquitoes out here? These mosquitoes are starting to get heavy out here. We don't have the fan turned on out here because you guys, it'd probably be too loud and stuff for the fans. But that the fans normally keep the mosquitoes out of here. But I don't have them on right now. Steve, remind me again the name of your YouTube channel so I can shout it out for them. But anyway, we've got some cool things. Now, I've got an idea Oh, so it's just your name. So it's Steve Griffith. If you guys, go check out Steve Griffith on YouTube. He's got some cool videos. So go check him out. Hit the subscribe button. Go to Quentin. Hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed to mine, hit the subscribe button. But anyway, I've got a cool idea that I think is going to be kind of funny and kind of fun. That I want to do kind of around Halloween. There's a lot of places that have these like haunted hikes, that are haunted trails, not like a haunted hike kind of thing, but like all these trails that are supposedly haunted and stuff like that. I believe in that stuff, guys. We have crazy stuff that happens at our house here, and has happened for years here. Quentin said Quentin's got 3 videos uploaded today, so go check all 3 of those out. Hit a like on each one of those. But I really believe in the spooky paranormal type stuff. Like I said, we have crazy stuff that happens here at the house, so I think it would be kind of fun coming up on Halloween to maybe go do some like a haunted hike on a supposedly haunted trail or something like that. Now, I've got some younger nephews and nieces that it might be fun for us to take on a little haunted hike. That might be kind of fun to do, and a fun video. But I'll tell you what, Quentin has some really good videos. This guy is a freaking mastermind. He's like, we have a Facebook group that we chat and everything. And if you have a crazy question about something solar or things like that, that's the guy to go to. He's like the mad scientist of our group. But we have our buddy Brian from Titan Preparedness. He's got a really good channel too. And then Butterbean Outdoors. Our buddy Travis, he's got a really good channel. He's got some really funny videos up. So you guys should go check those out too. I think Quentin said it would be a good trip. Oh yeah, you're welcome, man. I'm glad to shout you guys out. I don't have a very big channel, but anything I can do to help, I don't mind helping. Looks like we got little Maddie coming to hang out. She announced her visit with some barking. Maddie, come here. Come here. You want to see my buddy Skip? Come here, Skip. Oh. Here's my buddy Skip. This is our little dog. He really doesn't care for it. He just wants Maddie. Oh goodness. This is Maddie. She's our little camping dog. She's a hiking dog. Maddie, check out that. Oh, she's squirmy. Maddie's our little hiking dog now. She can tell you that. Okay. Camera shy. She can tell you the right way to go on the trail. She's good at it, man. It's fun. And she actually is really good at hiking. She loves to go. So that's kind of fun. But anyway. Yeah, I've got a bigger dog, Mick. I say bigger dog. He's a medium-sized dog, and I would love to be able to take him with me. Poor fellow gets car sick. He can't handle it. If you ride for very far in him, or ride for very far with him, he's gonna coming up. I think I'm gonna shut this thing down for the night. these bugs are getting kind of, yeah, these bugs are getting kind of heavy out here, starting to bite me up. So I'm going to go ahead and close this thing out. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Maybe we'll have to do this a little more often. I'll give you guys a little advance warning next time. This time was, like I said, because of the video, it just didn't work out. So I threw this live stream together at the last minute. But keep an eye out next Thursday night. If everything goes right, next Thursday night we'll have a new camping video from a new site from Lake Eaton. So we'll see how that works out. And like I said, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, give us a big thumbs up, share our channel with your friends and stuff like that. If you think they'd like the kind of stuff that we do. I appreciate you guys, everything you guys do. Like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me in the Green Frog. I'll see you guys next time.